Here comes Navas!
Great control by Ernie Tapai.
Still Ernie Tapai, it's a goal! It is a goal!
And Kadim's got there and he's turned the defence, there's his foul! Super stuff!
Fundi, let's start off with Home United gunning for the top spot and Tanjong Pagar looking for a surge ahead.
Yes, I'm sure they are gunning for the top spot. If they win tonight, they will go above Tampines Rovers. But we must bear in mind that Armed Forces, Etoile and Tampines, you know, they are way behind in terms of match played. So a draw will be good for them, but it's not good enough because the other three are catching up.
Yeah, we got that, Fundi, and now let's look at our Home United lineup. Lionel Lewis under the bar, Shijie, the captain will be there. Frederic Mendy, top scorer with 10 goals in his bag and could really go on for the big time. Let's take a look at the substitutes. On the bench, of course, is Firdaus Idros, and we might see him in action later along with Firdaus Kazman. We shall take a look at the Tanjong Pagar United Football Club team in just a bit and get a view of our players who will be taking to the field and the ones who will be on the bench. And there we have our starting list. Ridwan Barudin under the bar. We do have, of course, the captain Kim Seong-kyu. And let's not forget the one man that Tanjong Pagar United will rely on to score today, Takaya Kawanabe. Fundi, any comments on this young Japanese star?
Yes, Takaya is a very exciting player. He has good skill, good speed. All he needs is now good support from the other attackers and midfielders, because on his own he can take one or two men, no problem.
Absolutely. Terry Padmanabhan, the coach of Tanjong Pagar United. It's been a very trying time for him. We shall talk about him in detail too, because Fundi knows him on a very, very personal level.
I'm sure Terry is, you know, doing his best with this new side. It won't be easy for him, but after the first win, I think the boys are very confident now.
And there, of course, the coach of Home United, Lee Lim-sang, an ex-South Korean international football player. He has represented his country. He's also been a trainer for a couple of other teams in the past. But right now, we are going to get set for all the action. Our official for today, Mohammad Taki. Well, as he walks up, we will get ready to launch off into what we call an action-packed Friday. And we do hope you enjoy it as much as we do right here at the stadium. Our official is 24 years old, and let's not forget, we have been looking at, besides a lot of referees now coming into the circuit on a daily basis, and it has become such an important position in football itself. It's no longer just the experience, but stamina and younger players who are even leaving their playing sides to take up officiating. Kick off in just a little bit. Hold on and stay with us. It will be Tanjong Pagar United to kick off.
There's a good approach by Tanjong Pagar.
It's an early start itself, but things will rest easy for a little bit. Fundi, you were talking about this earlier in the game with Home United coming off with a draw and then, of course, a victory recently. And that, of course, has got them points on the table. It means a great morale booster. What do you see in the game ahead today?
Yeah, after their loss last week, I think, against Albirex, I'm sure this is the time that they got to collect these 3 points, because Tanjong Pagar just also had the first win. It will be very exciting tonight. But if they need to go further ahead of the others, they got to collect full points, because if they only draw, it's only maybe 1 or 2 points, or maybe on goal difference for them. So Tampines, SAF, even Etoile will catch up again.
So good chance here for Home United to come off with, well, a table-topping win. But as far as Tanjong Pagar United Football Club go, it's been a very, very good time for them. And they could gain on that momentum. Surging ahead right now, but the ball will be picked up there. Frederic Mendy, our big scorer for Home United.
Yeah, it's important for Tanjong Pagar to focus a lot on Mendy's strength, because he's alone, and most of the time they hit to the target for him to lay off for Chuli and even Chai to come up and support, because as you can see the physical presence of him and the difference between the Tanjong Pagar players, you see they are a bit
he does have the advantage, and it might be, well, a good chance here for Home United. It's the first corner, and Frederic Mendy will be licking his chops, but that's good defensive work there from Tanjong Pagar United. Just managed to keep it away. The captain now getting into the act himself. Well, it certainly seems to be a good year for Frederic Mendy. 2010 was 2011 now. The Frenchman is on a roll, and just as you said, Fandi, this might be a very, very important game for him.
After a slow start, beginning of season, now he starts scoring again, and everybody has confidence in him and all the players, because maybe he's adjusting to the new teams.
The first up effort coming there, Isa Halim getting into the act. Now let's not forget that Home United have been pushing right from the word go, and as we see it, of course, it doesn't take rocket science to realize this, that it was going to be a Home United aggressive state and a Tanjong Pagar United defensive. But Home United, I get the feeling that they're looking for an early goal.
Of course, that's what we don't want in this game, because we want to see how Tanjong Pagar can hold attacks of Home United, because they have good players in attacking. But if they are very disciplined, these Tanjong Pagar young players, I'm sure they can hold for a while and try to do a counter-attack. And this guy, Davenda, is the latest actually inclusion in the national team. He first call-up for the Lions.
Dalvinder Singh, we did of course see him in the spotlight in recent times. His talent has been quite a gift, and a lot of the critics and even experts, seniors in the football fraternity, are looking at him as being maybe a very bright spark for the team in the future.
I'm sure, for the future, yeah.
Home United still looking for that essential chance. They're holding on to possession for a little bit. Frederic Mendy, well, denied an opportunity with the ball there. It's surging ahead now. Shijiai gets that through. Mendy goes down, but that's not going to be anything noteworthy for the time being.
It's too easy. A good challenge though from the defenders.
A nice cross there! Sent from Juma Jantan, but unable to knock it in was Mendy. Puts it past the left post. And this is what you were talking about, the height advantage.
Yes.
That's a nice one from Juma Jantan. Managed to get that through.
Tanjong Pagar now must try to stop the wingers, because they know their disadvantage in defense because of the height of Mendy. And Jumat, you know, he's overlapping fullback. He likes to come and give that crosses. And even Chuli, sometime at any angle, he will send those balls.
And that's going to be the first free kick of the night.
That's Noor Azli. I think clash of heads, or maybe he pushed him from the back.
Keep it calm, son. That's what, well, Mohamed Turki seems to be saying. Just a word there to Noor Azli Yusuf.
That was a good cross.
Tanjong Pagar United now do have possession, and it's going to be very interesting to see what exactly they can bring to the table today.
I'm sure we will see a good football today, because it's a different Tanjong Pagar team since their first win. Today they are so confident, they are fighting for every ball, and now we need is just patience because we don't want them to lose too many balls, because experience counts in this game.
Kavanabe gets it down to the right flank, and there's Asman, but Home United claiming possession once again. Juma Jantan, you did speak about him and how he was really looking for, you know, some sort of loopholes in the Tanjong Pagar defense. And he seems to be doing that all the time, actually.
Now here he comes again. He likes to push forward. Jumat Jantan.
It's an active player. It's Isa Halim now to Mendy. Back to Halim. Halim sends it down to the right. That's Adil Qaim. Adil Qaim recently promoted from the junior level in Home United to the senior level, wasn't he, Fandi?
Yeah, he was with Young Lions before, and he's playing very well, and he got his spot now. And also you can see now that number 2 is always on Mendy. I think instruction from Terry is to go man to him, to Mendy. So, but this is a dangerous situation because Julie, you know, he can give that telling crosses.
Now it's going to be, well, a free kick opportunity for Home United. The man who can make the difference, Julie. Well, once again, Home United may not have got really close, but let's not forget the only convincing effort has come from them in the past few minutes.
This Takaya is still looking for support. And he's very nippy play, but all he needs, when he drop back to receive ball, we need some players to come forward to take his position.
Takaya Kawanabe much relies on his shoulders today to strike, has scored 3 for...
That's a good run from Davinda.
Good defense from Home United as well. Haven't really let the Tanjong Pagar United strikers penetrate. They've kept Kawanabe actually at quite a distance, and somehow their defenders haven't succeeded in doing the same with Mendy, who really seems to be roaming free near the goal area most times.
Yeah, Mendy is quite mobile, you know, even though you put a man or two, he still keep moving because he's got this lanky runs into the box, and see, he's always in the move to receive ball.
Jumat Jantan sent us that. Valerie Yek with the long one. It's back to Jumat. And that will be... That looks like it's definitely a corner for Home United. Their second of the night, and this one pretty much a gift from Kim Seong-kyu, the captain of Tanjong Pagar United. He's attempting to clear the ball to Chuli, back again. And if Chuli can place that well now, there might be a chance here, but it's past the right post. Well, it certainly seems like Home United could have gone ahead.
That was a good header, good delivery too. Look at the corner now. She's off the marker. That was a
with
good
the
header, yeah.
Just needed to get the direction right. A little bit in, isn't it?
Just a little target.
How powerful is that statement, Sonia, yet so far?
So far going well for Tanjong Pagar. After 10 minutes, they're still in the game. They're very confident, and you can see the players' movement, body language.
It's Mendy now. Gets it back to Halim. That's Valerie Yek. It just might be a chance here for Home United, who are getting ahead. Ball into the box we go. Shichai, but that is a collect. Very well done. Picked up there by Ridwan Barudin. Had his eye on the ball.
Yeah, at the moment, Tanjong Pagar is living dangerously because they let Chuli went past and go into the box. But that's a dangerous situation for them. They need to keep all these players out because they are very, very intelligent players. They can get a penalty sometimes. Chuli is a smart player.
I do see a lot of gaping holes in the defense, just as you spoke. Tanjong Pagar United, they're wide gaps that actually can be, taken advantage of by the Home United players.
Yes, what Home United are doing is try to stretch their defense because they seems to be more compact today, and what they need is open up the gap, and they need individual like Chuli who can dribble through.
Chumacuntan gets that through, but no one to finish that off or collect it. And it certainly looks like it will be Ridwan Barudin to take the goal kick.
I think Home United already had 2 or 3 shots now, which is very dangerous for Tanjong Pagar. But importantly, they must be disciplined at the back, be compact, you know.
So that's back in Tanjong Pagar half and Frederic Mendy. I do see a bit more attention on Mendy now every time he gets the ball. Mendy tricked by his own pass, I'd say.
Yeah, it won't be easy. This is a turf, it's synthetic. Sometimes the ball tends to bounce more, and then the speed of the ball travels. Sometimes you're trying to step on the ball.
And we do know the kind of flight it gains with the new material and design, don't we?
Yeah.
Mendy, stay there. Stay there.
That will be a throw-in for Home United, to be taken by Norazli Yusuf. No chance there, but Isa Halim has been active in the midfield right through. And along with Jumat Jantan, just get the feeling that these two players can create a lot of worries for the defense. And then you've got players like Chuli and Shijay right up there in front.
Yeah. Knowing Isa Halim, he's more a fighter than ball winner, but he also works very hard. You know, at times he can be a box-to-box player where he attacks and defends as well. See, he's so strong. Got a free kick now, Isa Halim. So far, we haven't seen the Home United attacking more on the left, but knowing Chuli, he always exchange position with the other attackers. Sometimes he's go on the left and right. Now he's moving to the left. So Tanjong Pagar must be very, very wary of him.
Well, looking at Home United and the fact that they are trying to get ahead, Valerie Yek once again with the pass. Halim manages to keep it and takes a shot himself. It's past the right post. But we did talk about how we were going to get these players, well, creating a lot of trouble. And just now, it was a good effort from Sufyan Anwar.
Important for Tanjong Pagar to keep the red shirt players out of their box, because these players are, you know, they have good shots, they are very skillful, and we don't want any free kicks even outside, because they are specialists in Chuli. That is very dangerous. He scored a lot of goals from free kicks too.
Well, just looking at the fact that the defense of Tanjong Pagar United not really looking as rock solid as they should, it puts a little pressure on Ridwan Barudin, doesn't it? And keeping in mind the fact that the youngster has a far less experience than his counterpart.
Yes. This is what, because all young keepers, you know, they need good backline to support them, and more confidence if they have experience in the Korean play. I think this is very important for the defender, Kim Se-yu or Kim Jong-oh, to help him, you know, to marshal the defense so that he can read the game, you know, concentrate on what he's doing, because so far so good. He's been in good position, handling the ball, judgment.
And Home United have missed a few.
Yep.
Mendy. Well, unable to grab that. They make the effort.
I see different role by Valerie today. He's more in the midfield area. They're pushing him forward because he also can score goals. This is one player who he knows how to shoot and score goals.
He's good with the long pass, absolutely. It did see him in the earlier part. Seems to be a lot more aggressive than we are used to looking at normally. So Home United Just get another shot, and the closer that it gets to the Tanjong Pagar United goal, there's always a chance that they could press forward.
Yeah, you can see that Kanjiara is up. He's also another good header of the ball. Valerie is there. And of course, our Mendy.
So it's got to be another kick opportunity for Home United, and to take it will be Chumachantan. Could this be goal number 1? Well, not right now.
Good header by Khairul.
Well, that looks like it might be a slight injury worry.
It's one of the defenders who clashed with Valerie.
And Valerie's got a strong foot, just as we mentioned earlier.
Yep, is that Kim Jong-oh? Is it the Korean player? So far, been very impressive, Tanjong Pagar.
They have been.
You know, yeah.
We have seen that they've held their own together. They've shown a lot of confidence. I mean, right through the league, actually, they have progressed. And what we've seen as a team that was put together, you know, impulsively or really very fast, didn't have too much time to prepare. We've seen the growth, and I do believe that Terry Padmanabhan has has a big hand in really grooming these youngsters.
Yeah, I'm sure he knows with his experience, he likes to guide these youngsters, and you can see the difference between the first 10, 12 games. They are improving day by day, even though they are still at second from the bottom, but they are playing well as a unit. I'm sure if they can stay together for a long period, hopefully this second round and third round will pick up more points for them.
Well, certainly looks like it. And here's the man, of course, we just spoke about, Terry Padmanabhan. He's been leading these lads on. Off the field right now is Kim Jong-oh. Well, did hurt himself with a clash with Valerie Piek. Valerie, of course, just as we mentioned earlier, not only a very strong defender, but he also has the ability to create chances, to come up in front, provide those crosses when they're required. And let's not forget, one of the reasons why we do see Tanjong Pagar United Football Club a lot more confident. There is a key element to it, a draw, and then of course a victory. It was 4 points for them in their last 2 games, and that really does such a lot of difference to a team's morale.
Yeah, it's very interesting though. They got a point from SF. It was very surprising, and after that they managed to notch the first win. This is a good sign for a young side and a new side actually.
And keep in mind the fact that the game that they tied was at the Jalan Besar Stadium, so they might just think if there was a tie there could be a victory in store today.
Yeah. There's so many free kicks given away by the Tanjong Pagar defenders. I think it's going to be very, very dangerous now. We got 4 already on this right side of Home United, left side of Tanjong Pagar.
That's it. The fouls, as we look at, is 4-1. So Tanjong Pagar United, of course, on the downside with that, and the benefit of that goes to Home United. Chumachantan back in a similar spot. Provides the fuel, I'd say, but no chance here for Home United right now. So Tanjong Pagar United, besides the fact that they've been, well, standing shoulder to shoulder with the opposition, they have had a bit of luck, and Home United have missed out on a few. Ridwan Baruddin now to take the goal kick. Fandi, of course, you come from, well, I'd say a bloodline that has goalkeeping skill that courses through their veins. And your father, of course, was a national goalkeeper. Yeah. How do you see Ridwan Baruddin as a player? How has he developed in recent times?
I'm sure physically he's strong, you know. He's young. He needs a lot more matches because
Valerie Piek gets that. It's a power-driven one, but just spoke about the paw on his foot. Just the accuracy factor missing there.
I think he missed kick it outside of the foot, because the ball bounced at the last minute. It's, you know.
We shall take a look at exactly what happened. We just got to get a view.
There was a
foul before that.
Yeah, it was outside of his foot. Yeah, he was trying to keep it low.
just might land up scoring today.
So
7
far,
shots
yeah.
on goal by Home United, so it really
You can see,
outweighs.
you can see that they are pressing Tanjong Pagar. And
They have been the aggressors from the word go today.
yeah, but so far, Tanjong Pagar is doing very well, maintaining their disciplines and compactness. But we don't want early goals, so now it's already 21st minute. It's a very, very good sign.
It's Valerie, well, trying to provide an assist to Frederic, but taken away now by Tanjong Pagar. Kawanabe.
There's a good switch play, good interception by Norazli.
And that is a definite foul.
I think that was a good foul.
That was a good foul, I
But-
should put it. A worthy one for a colored card and picking up the yellow card.
Because he have not fouled him, he had gone through, and there's no cover behind him. Maybe you can see the replay.
So it's Khairul Solian who picks up first yellow card.
This is the... Oh,
Yeah, that would be really dangerous play. Very
Yeah.
reckless from behind.
fair enough, yellow card.
So another chance here for Home United. Well, that one trickles past the right. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. I just get the feel.
We hope Tanjong Pagar will try to do a counter-attacking, because it seems that everybody is on the box most of the time when Home United are attacking, and leaving only number 7. That is Jong-oh.
Shichai, well, just showing how dangerous he can be in the air. He has scored 2 with headers, and you never know, today one might just slip through back again, taking that count up to 3. As far as the opposition goes, that is Tanjong Pagar United. And that's a first up effort. It may be a bit feeble, but it is an effort, and we shall commend that. Getting behind that was Yoon Jong-woon.
First shot for Tanjong Pagar. Just a little work for Lionel Lewis. So far, he's haven't got touched any ball actually.
Oh, you think about it. He's probably just having a cup of tea or coffee down there. Let's say that.
Yeah, can see now another dangerous situation now. Another corner for Home United.
So it's going to be the third corner for Home United. I do have a very important question, Fandi. I'm going to come back to that in
right.
just a little bit, but it's Shuli now, and who knows, he just might get Home United up on the scoreboard. Third corner. Oh, that's collected by Parudin. This is my question, really. Tanjong Pagar United, Home United, very, very simple. Defensive play against aggressive, Home United being the aggressors. What if there was a slight switch in the strategy that Tanjong Pagar looked to be employing on the field? They get onto the aggressive side. Would that be a run for Home United's money?
It's difficult because the strategy by Terry surely is to absorb and counter-attacking, but the counter-attacking won't work if the 2 flank backs and there's extra midfielders not coming, because they are depending on only the 2 strikers. And even though that Takaya always drops back, see, leaving 1 versus 4. It's very difficult for them, even if they play attacking now. But the best now is just to sit and invite Home United to come out of the area, then try to play that long ball, maybe 1v1 for Jong-oh or Takaya to go. Because Home United are very experienced, very experienced. And this young man, number 38, Abdul Kayam, he's very impressive at this moment.
Well, he certainly is. We just spoke about how he was promoted to the senior ranks. And Lionel Lewis, you talk about the commentators, well, I would say influence. I'm not going to say curse, but you said he never touched the ball. Finally got to it.
Yeah, so far been very good game. I think quite interesting, attack versus defense. But the defense also been doing a lot of hard work, even though sometimes they lost a duel. But they are fighting every ball that comes into Mendy.
We might see a change or a substitution, and there is definitely a reason for that for Home United, Kenji Arai will be stepping out, and it will be Firdaus Idros who comes in for him.
I'm sure there'll be some changes in lineup too, because they are pushing back Valerie, because Firdaus Idros is more attacking player.
Firdaus has scored 5 goals this season. Let's not forget he was 2009 Player of the Year as well. He's a very, very attacking player, as you mentioned.
It's not Kenji Arai. It's Kenji Arai, yeah. It's Kenji Arai.
So Firdaus Idros comes in for Kenji Arai. Just to look back at some of the play that we've seen, probably the reason why we have had a switch, you did mention, is pulling a defender off and bringing on a midfielder who is more attacking, is just to get the goal scoring started. And so Kenji Arai, the defender, being pulled off. We did get a confirmation on that. And Firdaus Idros coming in. It's probably because the scoreline right now is still
I'm not sure about
unchanged.
that, because I think he has some injuries, but we're not sure what injury. So far we haven't saw him any clashes during tackles or what, but I think must have maybe pulled muscle. But
you don't think that could be a strategy by Lee
I don't
Sim-sang
think so, because they need Kenji for his height, his strength at the back, and also in attacking. So, but maybe this is just because of the injury. I'm sure it's good for Home United to put more attacking players, because they have strong players at the back. They have Issa, Kayam, Valerie, Jumat. I'm sure they're not really worried, but what they're worried now, they can't score goals at the moment. They have chances after chances.
We do have, of course, information that Kenji Arai is injured, and he's gone back to the dressing room to be attended to by the medicos. But for now, it's still Home United looking for that goal. We're slowly approaching the half-hour mark. And Frederic Mendy will prevent it, or deprived, I'd say, of a chance. So Tanjong Pagar United they are keeping the act together when it calls for. Mendy, back to Jumat. Jumat tries to get it through, but well fended off by Gary Liu. Still pressing forward. And Badruddin gets to it, but Shijiai really looks to be hungry. That's his third shot that we've seen, so it just might be a goal that we can expect from him before the half-time.
Was a weak shot, rather. This is Ridwan.
Firdaus Idros with 5 goals in his bag, and most of his goals, or all his goals, have come in the second half, actually. So given that statistic and keeping that in mind, well, he could just change it a bit, maybe add a first half one as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's good season for him so far. He's done so well. 5 goals in as many matches he have played. Most of the time he come in second half and he creates some dimension to Home United attacking part. We haven't seen much of Chuli, but I'm sure he will try to go forward, because he's a player who is smart, who thinks for the right time he goes. Now maybe he's pacing himself, I'm not sure.
Well, on the 12th of May, you do remember that Idros did score the winner for Gombak United, and it was right here. So there just might be a chance for him, well, to provide the booty again. So as we look at the game, well, let's remind you once again, in case you have joined us late, that you are with us at the Jalan Besar Stadium in Singapore. And let's not forget that this is the Great Eastern EOS S.LEAGUE 2011 action that you're viewing right now. The game is Home United's 16th of the season. Tanjong Pagar United playing their 14th game. And Tanjong Pagar coming off a draw and a victory in their past 2 games, looking in better spirits than they have been for most of the season. And that, of course, spells good not only for the team, but for the league as well. Home United looking for a top-place finish. 15 games that they've played, 32 points that they've amassed. And they sit right below Tampines Rovers.
There's going to be a yellow card on Noazli.
Rashid will pick up the second.
Look at the replay. Do you think it's deserved yellow? It's a bit soft though.
Well, I would say, but I think he was given a caution a while back as well, verbally. So the referee has got his eye on him.
He's a hard player.
Well, persistently infringing the laws of the game, Rashid. Home United now will just seem to be, I won't say pegged back a bit, but refueling for the next attack. Kawanabe has been really trying to get a hold. It's just possession that has eluded him for quite a while, and the reason for that is the opposition, but he gets it. And that could be...
Rashid Tikayan, he really needs support. He don't have enough men around him to play because he has to dribble most of the time.
Almost like a Lone Ranger, but he seems to have earned a closer chance. Well, you're so right about that, Fundy.
If Tonto is not around, a big problem, man.
How's he going to ride? So Tanjong Pagar United now coming up closer. Shijai. Halim. Shijai will lose his possession. Taken away nicely. Kawanabe finally gets fed the ball.
Unlucky, he slipped. This could be a break. A good cover by Davinda. I love to see Davinda attack more because I think the instruction is to sit back and keep the space, you know.
Well, right away, well, let's keep reminding you of one thing. There have been more efforts on goal totally by Home United than by Tanjong Pagar United, and well, it hasn't seemed to have paid off. You spoke about discipline a while back, Fandi, but I'm just beginning to get the idea that Home United, although they've been pressing forward, have been slightly loose-ended with the finishing.
I'm sure because now they're losing confidence in attacking in. They got I think 7 or 8 shots now, but not one hit the target right, and it gives more confidence to Tanjong Pagar. We don't want to see these things go further away from Home United because then it'll be very difficult in the second half. I'm sure Tanjong Pagar has something up in the second half. Maybe it's change of strategy. Terry might put more attacking players because so far you can see there's not only 2 men up front, the rest are all behind the ball.
Get a few coffee beans into the system at the break.
Yeah.
Surge ahead, I'd say. So score, well, still pretty much unchanged. Home United have made the effort, but while, of course, we do get a view of all the action that's taking place at Jalan Besar Stadium, let's remind you that there's going to be a very important event coming up at halftime, and Fandi, you of course have been very closely involved with this in a way. The H2O Ultimate Champions League 2011, which is being brought to you by the Football Association of Singapore, the Institute of Technical Education, and H2O. And this initiative that H2O Ultimate Champions League 2010 has really, put into motion. How does it spell as far as the benefit of football goes in Singapore?
I'm sure it tried to develop youngsters because those of most of the players, never play for club, So this is interesting. We're going to create more opportunity for those who haven't got a chance to be selected for even their school. So
Absolutely.
this is a great...
Talking of opportunity, Shijai providing a lovely assist there, but Mendy unable to knock it back again. He does know he's been missing out on the header. Just maybe a little low on confidence. He's missed out on a few right now.
Yeah, there's a chance, open chance actually. He was. We see the replay now. What a good ball. He out jumped, but the direction wasn't there.
Shijai providing a really, really nice setup for Mendy, but Mendy, I just get the idea, just getting the direction right. What if you had to just keep it simple and go straight? Was looking more for the right corner.
Oh, that's
now
a good ball.
Always denied by that one little sound, isn't it? And that flag going up. So
it's just, if you have a look at the replay, I think it was just offside. Just, yeah.
We just got a view of that.
Yeah, just like...
Ganeshan, Devdas, you're searching ahead, and yes.
That was a good
offside.
run, though. That was a good run. This youngsters.
Ganeshan, Devdas. Well, did see a bit of movement from him earlier in the game, and he snatched the ball away from Home United. Spirited player. He's just about 21 years old.
That's good, Takaya.
Kawanabe
He will take
decides
a
that
shot.
if no one's going
He
to
will take a
help him,
shot.
he's going to, well, just go for it on his own. But that was really,
Too ambitious?
I'd say that. Took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, this could be dangerous.
Home United getting back in. Well, I just feel a slight mistake there.
Offside. Yeah. I mean, we were talking about the H2O thing. It was a very good idea from FAS, IT, and also the Ballistic, supported by Ballistic Kalsa. I mean, give opportunity, because last year we had about 50 over. This year we had the most, 128 teams, IT students and MOE from the schools.
Well, absolutely. We shall, of course, give you detailed information about the H2O Ultimate Champions League 2011 at the break. But right now, it's going to be Badruddin to take the goal kick. And, well, has really had a lot of work cut out for him today.
Yeah, the defenders so far have done so well and covers the keeper. And I mean, he's there. Look, he's very strong, and I'm sure he'll be a great keeper in the next few years.
Well, he certainly could be. Frederic Mendy now. Down the right he goes. Well, he is going to look to pick out one of his players. Who does he get? Well, that seems to be a bit of a waste from Julie. Was he trying to provide the cross to take the shot?
I don't think so. He was trying to take a shot because it's a good way straight up there. I miscued the ball.
Wasn't convincing.
No.
But wasn't convincing for him, it looked like.
No, I'm sure he's cussing himself.
So throw-in taken there by Kyril Solian. And Valerie, well, hits it back. It just might be another attack in store. Well, attack may be the key for Home United, but well, finishing the job, so important. Isa Halim. There's it towards the left, where it'll be picked up by Jumat, but he's denied that. Well
Good
taken
break.
there, I'd say, by Sufyan Anwar. And he has been
That was good tackle, well,
by
Kayam, Abdul Kayam.
Arisman Arman coming down the right. Well, it's been a spirited run from him.
Yeah.
Let me stand corrected on that. And there just might have been a chance for Kawanabe early, but there have been bursts from him through this game. And it only takes that one moment to change the match around. Now Hyun Jong-woon, Kawanabe sends it back to Hyun.
Glenn, do you sense any upset tonight? Do you think so?
I get the feeling that Tanjong Pagar United might just about tire the Home United players out. There have been so many attacks, and now if you notice, just that you mentioned this earlier, probably you were getting a view or a feel of what maybe the strategy is. They have been tiring out the Home United players, and now we're looking at Tanjong Pagar United take the initiative in the past few minutes.
Yep, they're coming out. Like you can see the last 5 minutes, they're coming out slowly, you know. But surely they are still strengthening their defense. You see 8 players are in their own half, and they are very disciplined in watching Mendy.
So no short-term benefit here. Terry Putnam have been really looking at the long-term benefit in the game.
I'm sure. It's another good break now. Oops.
Well, just losing out there. Ganesan Devadas had a hold of it for a bit. CJIE now. Gets it to Mendy. But taken away. And Kawanabe slips it to the left. Devadas. Well, he's sent it back to Kaim. Kaim to Valerie. And Home United have taken it away all over again.
Here comes Juman again on the left. It was a good run though by Juman.
Well, Jumat does create a few worries down the left for the opposition.
I'm impressed, man. I'm impressed with Tanjong Pagar at the moment. They can hold off their attacks from Home United. So far, they're so good at the back. You know, very disciplined, well organized, and everybody is fighting for each other. Teamwork, team spirit is there.
We spoke about an upset today, and you just never know. Well, that's the game of football, and that's how it really, well, pans out in the end. 42 minutes into the game. Let's remind you once again that this is the Great Eastern Years S-League 2011. We are coming live at you from the Jalan Besar Stadium in Singapore. It has been a very interesting match for us. Well, a lot of the experts would have said that Home United might have dominated this game and Tanjong Pagar United might have been the underdogs. Well, that has not been the case at all. It has been Home United attacking all the time, but Tanjong Pagar United may have been calm and rather, well, sober on the field, but they've actually held their own together. And as we come close to the halftime, let's keep in mind the fact that the score still remains unchanged. Well, that seems to be Valerie Hiek once again. And this time, if you don't get the shot in, well, it's just going to earn a corner for the team. And as we come closer with that fourth corner,
Tanjong Pagar need to concentrate on the last 2 minutes because this is a dangerous situation again, and every high balls are aiming for Mendy, the top scorer.
Fedros with the corner. Let's keep in mind the fact that Home United are the biggest scoring team in the league. They've got 37 goals in the bag in this season, and that is a huge, huge count. Now that will be the fifth corner for Home United. Idros was smacking his chops to take that. Well, it's what most teams desire the most. A goal before the halftime. Idros with the corner was put away by Gary Liu. Trying to push forward was Chuli.
An injury on the top of the box there.
So it is Tanjong Pagar United holding their own once again. It's an interesting game overall, and we'd like to confirm not a one-sided affair. Well, just
only if Tanjong Pagar can try to construct a better attacking ways, that will be very, very interesting in the second half, because so far they've been concentrating more on defense. That's why I don't see this enough support for the two attackers, Takaya and Hyung Jun Won. 1 minute to go.
So 1 minute of time added for stoppages. And then it will be, well, the break that we are looking at, where Isam just getting his foot treated to. So could either of these two sides make these 60 seconds count? That is the big question. And your guess is as good as ours. Tanjong Pagar United will seem to be taking the initiative now. Kawanabe.
That's a good ball.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on, he gets it across and there just might be a chance here. We spoke about an upset and that is a goal. Tanjong Pagar United will have got one through.
What a run.
And that is
Kim Jong-oh, is
Kim
that?
Jong-oh with a bit of magic. Well, I gotta say, that is an intelligent goal. That is an intelligent goal. Well, that's what you needed. Keep your calm.
Let's see at the replay now. Good ball from Takaya. A good run from Kim Jong-oh. What a goal. Fantastic.
Beating the offside trap, and that is nailed in perfectly, I'd say.
We just said about people running from behind and coming in for the through ball. This is what happens in the dying seconds of the play.
Absolutely. We spoke about every team desiring a goal before the halftime whistle, and who has it? Tanjong Pagar United. So that is the halftime whistle. Let's very quickly, of course, remind you that it is Home United playing Tanjong Pagar United at the Jalan Besar Stadium, and halftime score, a goal from Kim Jong-oh, making it Home United 0, Tanjong Pagar United Football Club 1. Lionel Lewis, well,
What a surprise.
beaten there, really. So let's recap it for you. This, of course, you would have seen the statistics to the Rod Montero, but right now, just in case you're still wondering, and if you've just joined us, you are with us at the Jalan Besar Stadium in Singapore. It is the Great Eastern EOS S-League 2011, and action today between Home United and Tanjong Pagar United Football Club. And what a surprise. That was an absolute shocker from Kim Jong-oh.
Really, that was a very, very good run from deep and a good ball from Takaya. One chance, one goal. This is, I think, Home United need to follow this style.
I saw a bit of intelligence there. People have been saying young team, but picking out Kim Jong-oh at the right spot, and what a lovely ball from him.
The pass really split the defense because it was coming, Jong-oh was coming very deep and nobody picked him up, and it was a good run, no offside. And maybe we question that this is the scorer at the moment, and Lionel should have come a bit earlier, or he should have jumped at it, because he knows that maybe the instinct was Jong-oh. He tried to do like a kick, tackle kick.
Well, certainly seems like it's a Home United launch-off with second half proceedings, and there is going to be, of course, a certain, purpose when they continue with play, and that, of course, would be not only to get back with an equalizer, but to pull off a victory. Can Tanjong Pagar United Football Club, put the brakes on their attack and maybe even extend their lead? We never know. You'll find out about all that in the next 45 minutes or so, and we are with you to enjoy all the action. So stay with us right here at the Jalan Besar Stadium. Yeah. And here it is, Home United. Well, looking for that equalizer. There just might be a chance here, but Isa Halim seemed to take it nice and easy.
There's a good block from number 16, Gary Liu.
Gary Liu has actually cleared off about 5 or 6 attempts in the first half, and
Yeah.
I've been keeping my eyes on him because it just seems to be becoming a thorn in the Home United striker side.
Yeah, he's been solid at the back now.
So Home United press forward, but Tanjong Pagar United, just might have the chance to pull off an upset, and what a game it will turn out to be in the end.
Have a look, there's another break, but unlucky, just a little offside.
This is the thing that players like you would hate the most. I've always thought about it. What does the striker hate the most in a football game? The offside flag,
Offside,
and
yeah.
definitely that official on the side.
Definitely. But you, as a striker, you need to time your run. And the ball, important is the passer.
Well, that is so important. And Valerie gets the ball ahead. Frederic Mendy now in the box. What's she going to do? Well, the ball taken away by Arisman Arman.
That's him again, Gary Lowe, clearing the ball from Mendy.
Well, there certainly seems to be a bit of pressure now on Home United. And Fundy, what do you think their strategy for this next part of the game is going to be? They must have a game plan.
Yeah, of course, definitely they want to score as early as possible because to unsettle Tanjong Pagar's confidence. But now what they need is to play more on the wings, because if you can see when Tanjong Pagar loses the ball, they are all just top of the box and they are compact. They have about 8 of them. And when Home United get frustrated, this is going to be very, very dangerous for them.
So what I was looking at first as being maybe a slight fault from Tanjong Pagar United is really a planned strategy.
Maybe they should push Chuli more up front rather than on the wing. He's at the moment in the first half he's playing more on the left or right. If he goes to the center, it give opportunity for him to control and take shot because he got that ability to keep the ball in the box and lay off also.
So Chuli hasn't been too lucky with, well, his efforts or with any chances up front. Juma Chantan takes the throw-in. And then you've got a few hungry United players. Well, that just collected very easy by Badruddin. And here's a man, a lad who's we know was brought on in the first half, Firdaus Idros, who will also be hungry along with Shijai and Chuli to score.
There's space there.
Well, there certainly was, Fundy. And here's a lad, Devadas, who...
I got a feeling they might get another goal, you know.
Well, talk about an effort, and there it is, one more coming up from Hyun Jong-woon.
Good effort.
Tanjong Pagar United are certainly hungry for more, and I just get the feeling that Hyun Jong-woon is saying, if my countryman could get that, what about me? I want a piece of the pie as well.
You can see that the Tanjong Pagar players are coming forward more often now. I just don't want them to lose the shape at the back because it's very important for them to keep the lead and try to...
Badruddin gets there in time. Frederic Mendy looking dangerous there in the box, but let's not forget it will be another corner for Home United, and to give you the math, it's certainly their 6th.
6 corners.
6 servings on a plate and no one to dine from it. No goals as yet, but things could change. Firdaus Idros takes it. Well, talk about...
There's a push by Valerie, I think.
Talk about ill luck, I was just going to say that. And Mendy feels it.
Can see the stress in his face. We don't want Home United to press the panic button yet. There's still time.
Golden Boot winner from 2010, the Frenchman.
Yep.
And there just could be a chance this year for him because he already has 10 goals in his bag. So probably a bit of frustration for him, just as you mentioned, Fundy, not being able to score. He's had many chances in the first half, and whether it's been, well, being inaccurate or whether it's been really, you know, the opposition's defense, but Mendy hasn't been able to score so far. But having said that, it's 40 minutes more in the game.
Yeah, I'm sure it's more distraction by the defenders than he's missing because they put him under pressure most of the time.
Well, Chuli just managing to get that back in time. Keep it within the line, and Home United. That will be a goal kick, and...
Well, there's a late tackle on Jumat, you can see.
Chantan, well, just holding his leg, waiting for that little bit of a spell, which I call the magic spray.
It's always the magic spray.
Isn't it? Always try and figure out what's the magic about it. Burns like it's on fire. Badruddin, the goal kick. The score still Home United to score. It's Tanjong Pagar United 1.
That's a good ball.
Mendy, ball surging ahead. Let's keep in mind the fact, Fundy, that if, just if, Tanjong Pagar United can hold off Home United or maybe even extend that lead. Would you call this one of the biggest or probably the biggest upset in the league this season?
I'm sure it's the biggest, I'm sure, because they try against, now it's a 7 corner for Home United. They have to try to get something out of this.
Jantan.
Oh, it's another poor cross. Oh.
That seems like, well, an odd, an odd one from Dalvinder Singh. Jantan. And that will go Tanjong Pagar United's way.
You can see slowly frustrations creeping on the Home United players.
I can see it on Mendy and Chuli.
Yeah, you can see this.
I'm just beginning to wonder. Tanjong Pagar United have won just one game in their past 14 encounters, right? Or if you look at it exactly,
this is 14 game, yeah.
This is their 14 encounter. So in 13 encounters, they've lost they won just one game. A win for them today, and that too when you're looking at a team that is right now in second place and really on the heels of the topmost Tampines Rovers in the league so far. What can that really do to their morale if they pull off a victory?
Yeah, I'm sure it's a booster for them, but it's a long season because they all...
And that seems like it's definitely going to be an opportunity for Home United.
This is dangerous because we don't want any free kicks around the box. Chuli, Jai, and even Valerie is good at this free kicks.
Arisman Arman there with the tackle on Sufyan Anwar. And, well, lucky to get away without a card. But unlucky as far as a chance for Home United goes. So the Tanjong Pagar United defense now will be on their toes. Shijai and Chuli will just getting their sights adjusted. Shijai hits the ball. Well, the woodwork denying him, but there's still a chance here, and Baradin holds it. He holds it. Well, that is
dangerous situation for Tanjong Pagar.
So two shots. One,
yeah.
The woodwork spoiling the party, and the second, Baradin well just being able to collect. So there it is, straight off the bar.
Do you think it'd be unlucky night for Home United?
It certainly seems like it. Well, just a little bit lower, and I have my doubts whether Baradin would have been able to clear that. You just get the feeling that that first half change in score, well, has just put a huge dose of confidence into Tanjong Pagar United, and we're looking at it today. Could Kenji Arai's substitution have made the difference, bringing Firdaus Idros in? Kenji Arai, we do know what a strong defender he is. Maybe just that little element. You did speak about why they need him and it was injury.
Yes.
So you think that that could have been maybe just the turning point in the first half?
Could be, because it happens in the last few minutes of the, last maybe 1 minute of the game, they got a break, and he usually marshaled the defense well, and he's always in the center. But today, that's a new player, Abdul Kayam was there, and then maybe nobody picked this guy from midfield. And
what was the area really that Kim Jong-oh went through the middle?
Yeah, through the middle.
So we did see him get the ball past the very experienced Lionel Lewis. He beat the offside trap to get through, and, well, we got to credit Kawanabe for that really, really lovely ball. Before now, it's back to the action. 56 minutes into the game. Home United will battle it out with Tanjong Pagar United Football Club. And if you thought it was just a match, a battle would be a more appropriate term right now.
It's going to be very tough for Home United. You can see the determination of the Tanjong Pagar players now. Every tackle they try to win, and they don't give an inch.
This looks like a double whammy for Home United. If they lose Fundy, they'll lose out on the opportunity of topping the table because they need just 1 point to get on par with Tampines Rovers, and they have a better goal difference. A chance here, but Borodin once again steps up to collect it. So Mendy denied again, and the flag as well. The flag as well, always a curse there. So Mendy offside. So while we talk about the placements on the table, we also have a few others that are really close behind. And Fundy, just to look at the teams that do have a few games in hand. Tampines Rovers have one.
Yeah.
And Eto'o, last year's winners, the current defending champions, of course, they have a couple of games in hand.
Compared to Home United, they will have 4 matches. So this is very interesting factors for home to get up and try to get this point. If not, Tampines, even Armed Forces later will overtake them again.
Well, there's always a chance. So this game today for Home United, a very important one. They need to come away with at least a point or, well, maximum points. And there we have a substitution. Abdul Rahman, we saw him warming up, the 22-year-old midfielder. He's right on the side, and we're just going to get a view of who he will be replacing.
It's, I think it's Norizam. Oh, yep. I think it's Norizam Azman that's coming out.
It is Norizam Azman going out, Fandi.
Oh, they changed their mind.
Well, it's back to the action, and we shall keep you informed about the substitution when it happens. A change of heart and mind, but all the same, it is a game that we have here on our hands, and Home United definitely now being tested for all that they've been doing. They've been in such fantastic form. They've had just 1 game lost recently to Albirex Niigata, but 5 wins before that. They've been in such superb form. They've kept up their winning streak. But could that loss to Albirex Niigata have just dampened their spirits?
I'm sure it does, because they were winning all the way until maybe it was a shocker for them, because Albirex, this year's teams is more very, I mean, interesting, more attacking minded, more older players. I mean, they are a good side. I'm sure they'll be fighting for top 4 this season.
It certainly seems like it. Law of averages catching up, Fandi. Timot Chintan back again. Well, in action. Truly unable to get the ball away, but Home United do claim it. Shijai gets it across to Chuli. Is that going to be?
That is smart play by Chuli. You know, he knows he can get a free kick. That he was aiming for that. If you look at the replay.
We shall have a look. Here it is.
Here it is.
For your benefit, Chuli. Well, certainly, that's got to be really intelligent play from Chuli. Well, extracting the foul, which will give him a chance, and the team, Home United, get up close. But here's a change. Abdul Rahman will come in, but he comes in for Arisman Arman. So, Arisman Arman off. Home United now with a chance. Could this be the equalizer? Ridwan Borodin once again sees a familiar sight. Chichiai and Chuli right out there in front.
This could be it. Chuli will take it. I believe Chuli will take this.
But he earned it.
Oh, it's going to be. Yep. On the side.
It is Chuli. And he hits the ball once again. We'll talk about it. First it was Chichiai, and now we're looking at Chuli to hit the ball. Isn't this really dismal?
What a night for Home United. Second time they hit the post. And I don't know what they're trying to do now. They're just now.
That is terrible, Fandi. You think about it. Twice on the crossbar. And now Chumat well unable to get ahead.
Yeah, time is ticking away for them.
Here it is. Once again, Chichiai letting Chuli get to it. And there we go, bingo, straight off the top.
Oh.
Well, there's always got to be that feeling when you put it wide or send it high over. It's not going to really bother you when you hit the crossbar or the post. My, oh my. That's a bit of depression. So call it luck and call it very disciplined work from Tanjong Pagar United, but we have seen some really glorious action on the field today. 62 minutes into the game, Home United still hungry for that equalizer. Tanjong Pagar United doing everything possible to defend the lead that they have. Once again in the box, Mendy gets it in, and that is an equalizer for Home United. It's now Home United 1, Tanjong Pagar United 1. Frederic Mendy with his 11th goal of the season. We're going to come back
There's some
and
scuffle
figure out
in the
if
goal
there was
between
a problem.
That was a good header, man.
Very nicely done. A back header from Frederic Mendy. Rises up, uses the height to that advantage, glances it beautifully. Well, you got to talk about it. Frederic Mendy, 11 goals now in the season, and looks like he's going to get a matching boot to make a pair at the end of the year.
Yeah,
Won the
finally
golden
he
boot
got
last
it.
year, didn't he?
Finally he got it with the header, yeah. I mean, there was a good delivery by Juman, and you know, he's the tallest guy there.
So that first half lead, of course, now being turned around. As far as Frederic Mendy goes, he has leveled for Home United, and now it's anyone's game. We have a game for
Now
sure.
we have to see the strategy of Tanjong Pagar, whether they come out and play or they're going to sit back again. I'm sure they try to sit back and hit another one, but it won't be easy because now the confidence from this goal will help Home United.
Borodin collects it. Well, there just would have been no chance there for Ridwan Badruddin to get to that. I mean, using your height advantage and glancing it back, you know, with that split-second timing. But I think Frederic Mendy used his head well.
Yeah, he used actually back of the head because he got that some ball there.
Yeah, just a cushion there behind maybe that helped him.
It'll be very exciting now. The last maybe 25, 26 minutes.
Well, certainly looks like it.
Both sides attacking. So Juma has been very, very useful on the...
Jumat has provided so many, but once again, this is something that Ridwan Borodin knows for certain. He has to come ahead and defend at all costs. He's got to pick it up whenever he sees that his defenders aren't around. He's done a fair job, the 23-year-old goalkeeper of Tanjong Pagar United. And that, of course, looks like a foul for certain on Noor Asli Yusuf by Hyun Jung Woon. And to take the kick now, it will be Shu Jae. Well, that is some good defense that we are looking at. Two players who have stood out for me in particular have been for Tanjong Pagar United would be Gary Liu and definitely Dalvinder Singh.
Yep, these two rock in defense. It won't be easy for them to get a second goal, but they will be trying very, very hard. I'm sure a draw will be a very good result for Tanjong Pagar after all the hard work. But who knows? This is another break for them. Yep.
Well, let's keep in mind the fact that coming up close once again, but the tall lad Lionel Lewis, well, just being able to keep it away before Kawanabe could get to it. And let's very quickly tell you, of course, the last time around the Tanjong Pagar United did come away with a draw. It was against the Armed Forces, and that is a strong team to do that again. So a chance here for Home United, still keeping the pressure on. We're looking at getting a second. Well, that one sails high above, but do we see a foul being signaled?
I think the referee gave a corner, but it was a late tackle. It was a
Oh, is it
dangerous
a free
tackle
kick?
too. I think it's a corner now.
Chuma Jantan. Well, did take the shot, but it was Kim Jong-oh. Didn't look like a foul to me. Well, that was the lad to put Tanjong Pagar United ahead in the first half, and it will be a free kick. The referees signal the free kick. Let's take a look now at the equalizer. Frederic Mendy responsible for that.
This is a cross from Juman, and actually it's on the side of the head of Mendy. It was good placing and no chance for the keeper.
Would you say that this is a chance goal, or he definitely knew that he was going to push in that direction, Fandi?
No, he planned to put it there because he saw that space there, and then the defender wasn't there to, you know, disrupt his jump and movement.
So it is a corner. And Home United not being able to do too much with that. Isa Halim, well, did see him in action in the first half, but the pressure really has been to a certain extent on Home United when they got back into the second half. They had to score, they did that, and now, of course, the big question is, in the next 22 minutes, will it be Home United looking for that lead with that ease and confidence they were playing with in the first 30 minutes?
Now we'll see the true character and mental strength of the Tanjong Pagar players to hold off the attack of Home United.
So Chuli, well, just earning the 10th corner of the night for Home United. Well, that's got to be a lot, 10 corners.
Another substitution coming in. Shamil Sharif is coming, replacing Gary Liu. I think he's a bit injured or just run out of gas. Not sure.
Well,
because he's a bit limping there.
Not good news, I'd say, for Tanjong Pagar
Not good
United.
because he's a rock in defense for
he
them.
He has been all night. But interesting to see Shamil Sharif on.
That's another header from Mendy.
I was about to say every day is not Sunday, but then again, I'm going to stick with a Friday. It's a good day.
Good day. Good Friday.
So let's look at Shamil Sharif too while we get on, the new lad who's coming. He's just 19 years old, probably one of the youngest on the field, and definitely a talent to watch out for. So Shamil Sharif replacing Gary Liu. Badruddin. Well, steps up in front, and that's definitely, was that an intentional challenge? Well, it didn't seem like it, but Sufyan Anwar has been so active all night now, picking up a caution. Well, let's get a view of it and get your thoughts on this, Fandi.
Yeah,
was
okay,
that intentional?
I think so. He just went straight to him. He
well, it seemed like it. Seemed like it.
Intention is there.
So a colored card. The referee, of course, spotting that very well, and that's Mohamed Taki. We did speak about him, 24 years old. The official in today's game.
He's also an up-and-coming referee. He's gonna be, what I heard, is gonna be one of the best in the next future.
We might see a lot more of him for certain, but right now it's Frederic Mendy that we're getting a view of time and again, and Mendy certainly will be happy about one thing: 11 corners now.
Yeah,
it's building up slowly.
I mean, it's good for them, Home United, because this is how they can score goals through set pieces and corner kick, because they have big players there.
Well, that is a corner for Home United. Well, unable to do too much with it. We'll talk about it. 11 chances we are looking at. This is the 11th corner, and Idros, of course, Idros also knows that that is a missed opportunity. Was About to ask you, 11 corners. You'd expect
11
one or two
corners.
from there.
But maybe Tanjong Pagar need one chance or one corner to score goals. This is the difference now. And I think Home United getting frustrated, even though they just equalized. I think they really want to win this match.
Well, I think, you know, when the goal was scored, Mendy probably thought to himself, everyone's hitting the crossbar with a shot. Why not the header now?
What a relief.
Yeah, let's finish it off. Frederic Mendy.
So far, I must say, this is very exciting encounter between top and bottom teams. You know, different people. Some say, oh, they're going to be one-sided. I don't think so. It's a good game today. Very, very interesting.
And it's a big turnout that we have, of course, at the ground. Loads of spectators have turned up. It's practically such... It's so magical to see that. And there we have it. Well, just keeping the area safe, the Tanjong Pagar defense. Shijiai will persist down the right. But you do get the feeling, as Kawanabe gets that to Devadas, that there is a solid foundation behind Tanjong Pagar United presenting a wall, especially after that equalizer.
A late tackle by Home United. I think they got a free kick now. Tanjong Pagar.
So Home United playing with purpose. Just about 17 minutes left, plus maybe a minute or two for stoppages. But let's not forget Tanjong Pagar United.
We will see whether, we will see whether Home United will put another attacker. I saw somebody is warming up there, but I'm not sure whether he's a striker or midfielder.
There could be a chance here with the new introduction on the field for Home United. Home United vying for the top spot on the points table in the S-League 2011. Tampines Rovers currently occupy that position. And Tanjong Pagar really nothing to lose, will give it their all, and that's what we have seen on the field today. Picked up 4 points in their last 2 games, and even a point here today will benefit their stay in this season. Chuli, ball fails.
Another block.
Get it through the block, and let's not forget Chintan once again with another assist. Norasli Yusuf to Chuli. Chuli just outside the box. Very experienced, the striker for Home United. And just a delay there. A touch to many by Sufyan Anwar. Well, too much of a delay, wasn't it, Fundy?
Yep.
It just seemed like a really good opportunity in front of the goal.
Yeah, I'm sure they are, you know, I mean, so far.
Chuli once again, and Frederic Mendy gets it in. That is his brace, and let's not forget the second goal for Home United. It's Home United Football Club 2, Tanjong Pagar United 1. Well, it may be dismal for Tanjong Pagar, but Mendy has done the trick.
Yeah, that was a missed kick from Firdaus Idros, and he was there with his long legs sliding in. You can see it.
And Baradin, his outstretched fingers just failing to get to that.
Opportunity comes anywhere, everywhere.
You
can
talk
see
about
this.
bad luck, there's always good luck sometimes.
Yes, yeah. You see the missed kick? And actually, maybe it's trying to pass him.
Well, I get the feeling maybe, just as you suggested, Idros was either trying to set it up for Mendy, and that's what he did because Baradin failed to get to it.
This is going to be different now. The last 15 minutes of the game, and somebody's injured at a goal, at Tanjong Pagar goal.
So we might have a change.
Yep, can see number 15 from Home United. That is, I think, Asraf. He's always a super sub in Home United team, who always score goals too, like Firdaus when he comes in.
So Asraf Rashid might be coming on, but while we talk about that, Fundy, let me ask you, who's got the dozen in today's game?
Wow.
So
We'll
Sufyan
see.
Anwar goes out.
Yes, Sufyan Anwar is out and Asraf Rashid is coming in.
I've got the answer to that.
What is that?
It's Frederic Mendy. He's got the dozen. 12 goals.
Oh yeah, I didn't thought about it.
12 goals in the season. That's quite a bit.
Is he leading scorer or Duric? Let's have a look at it. Duric's
He certainly is. He
just
certainly
by
is.
one goal now, right? Duric, no, I think Duric also in 12. Level now. I'm sure Duric is 12, I think.
So Alexander Duric and Frederic Mendy on par. Absolutely now, 12 goals apiece. So that's 2 dozens in the season.
Oh man. The oldest striker in the league still at par with Mendy.
So 12 minutes left in this game. It is Home United Football Club facing off with Tanjong Pagar United, and now it is of course a task for Tanjong Pagar United. Can they nail that equalizer? That is the big question. We just spoke about Asraf Rashid a while back, and what a gutsy midfielder he is. You had a mention about Asraf a while back, Fandi, how he's normally brought on as a super sub and tends to be very effective in these minutes of the game.
He's a smart player, clever player. He goes into space, you know, he gets into a good position to receive the ball, and he's the link between the midfielders and the striker. Most of the time he comes in late to receive that ball, and he got eye for goal.
Now, very important, Fandi, to keep in mind the fact that Tanjong Pagar United, today a draw for them would be really heaven sent, because keep in mind the fact that they do go up against the Tampines Rovers at the end of the month.
Oh, this is going to be a very tough game for them. I hope they do something now the last maybe 10, 11 minutes. I hope they get a goal, you know, because all the hard work, you know, for tonight's game.
Let's put the second nail into that. They're going to be playing it on the Rovers' home turf.
Oh, man.
On their own turf. So that might be really a benefit for them.
In Clementi or Tampines?
They're going to be playing in Clementi.
Oh, okay, maybe, you know, because I don't think Tampines like to play in Clementi Stadium. And you know the last...
I think they'll take anything, Fandi. Alexander Duric now, of course, has new purpose, thinking that somebody is on par with him.
It won't be easy for them because Tanjong Pagar is a different team now, altogether now. They are so solid at the back, you know. All they need is to add more attacking strategies and, you know.
Home United going ahead, and that was really, I'd say, I was about to say it was very shallow, but I'm going to hold myself back.
Truly trying to get a penalty.
So 10 minutes left, and this could be the most exciting part of the game. Can Tanjong Pagar United Football Club level? That is the big question right now. A goal behind, Frederic Mendy being, well, the culprit behind those 2 goals, and that's what has really pegged back Tanjong Pagar just slightly in the game. There's still an opportunity. There is still 10 minutes, as we said, and of course, a tie today might just boost their spirits for the next game when they play Tampines Rovers. Tampines Rovers really gunning for the title this season. The first part at least has shown that, Fandi.
Yeah, but at the moment, the last few matches they played, they have lost, I think, in AFC Cup and also against Hougang United. It tells that they lack the bench. I mean, they have experienced players, but you can see that most of the players is above 30-something.
A bit of fatigue.
Fatigue creeping in, yes, yeah. Like the one. This is a good chance.
Kabanabe! Let's not forget that he was the architect of the last goal, but could he be well involved in another? We'll stay with that thought for a little
Tanjong Pagar
later.
still needs somebody in the box because Jong-oh is out, Takaya is out, and oh, that's another shot.
That's a bit of a blind effort, but he'll take it all the same. Well, that was a good effort from Tanjong Pagar United. They are looking at, well, the equalizer, and that is so important for them. But Home United do know how a win for them can change things from a tie, which was all they needed probably to stay easy in the table. A victory today will do them a whole lot of good.
I must caution you, the last 5 minutes at Jalan Besar Stadium is always a thriller, so we must concentrate now because it always happens in the last minute.
We're getting there.
It's getting closer, you know. Anything can happen the last 5 minutes of this game, or 7 minutes.
It's the countdown, and it's for all the spectators, and we wait for the most. But right now it is Frederic, and then third one goes in. Absolute magic there. He connects it, and it's good work from Asraf. Mendy, your prediction, how Asraf, Rashid comes in as a super sub and makes the difference.
He's always there, the right time, man. This guy is brilliant.
He's put in the third goal, and it is now Home United 3, Tanjong Pagar United 1. Look at that connect. Perfectly done. That is a clinical finish.
The timing was good. He was coming from the corner. You can see the replay. He coming in front of the defender. That is a good timing.
That is real touch. Clinical
Every
there,
time he comes
absolutely.
in, he scores goals. This is fantastic for this boy. This is going to be his third goal, I think.
So it's 3-1, Home United 3, Tanjong Pagar United 1. A brace from Frederic Mendy and, of course, Asraf. Asraf with the third goal. Asraf Rashid making the difference, and now what seemed to be a task for Tanjong Pagar United is becoming a huge ask. And
It's very tough for them now. But you can see that Firdaus Idris went through. He's very nippy. He cut one player and gave a telling cross to Asraf.
so it's kind of deja vu really for Asraf. He did score against Tanjong Pagar in March.
Oh,
And
yes,
so-
I remember that.
So it's the second time round.
One of
and
the
it's
goals.
And it's his third goal of the season. So good work there from Asraf. Lionel Lewis has really had it easy for most part of this game, besides his two surprises. One, of course, which was a goal, and one which was an effort. And there we have a change.
Yeah, Asraf again now on the ball.
Patrick Paran has come in for Nurism.
A good break, a long ball from to the keeper, Lionel.
So let's remind you of that substitution again as Lionel Lewis takes the goal kick. It's Patrick Paran who's coming for Nurism Azman.
I think Mendy is down after a knock from one of the defenders. I'm not sure. We'll see the replay if we have it. Yep. It's from Abdul Rahman. Yeah.
Abdul Rahman was right there in Mendy's spot. And seems to be a bit of a worry, but he'll be back up. I did hear a few of his mates saying that he's a bit of a greedy lad.
Oh, yeah?
He won't stop at 2 goals. But so you get that feeling, I mean, in your playing days, you score 2, you get a brace, and then you say, hey, how about a hat-trick now, or should I just leave it to the others?
Not me. I always live at 2, to stop at 2. Rarely I score a hat-trick once in a while, maybe once a year. You know?
Well,
I
talk about that.
I just don't want to score too many goals at a game because then you're going to keep missing the
You
next.
were trying to show that you were a content striker, weren't you, Fundy? you saint. So Home United Football Club, 5 minutes to go. Oh, actually 4 minutes with, well, a bit of added time for stoppages. But Tanjong Pagar United Football Club are definitely feeling the pressure right now, Fundy. They're not looking at an equalizer, they're looking at 2 goals that they are behind.
Yeah, definitely. I feel for them because they are working very hard, trying to get a goal now and try to defend as well. This is a new side. I mean, they are a good side now. I mean, can fight anybody in the league now because you see the strategies there defensively. Only now they try to correct their attacking strategy because there's not enough people going forward.
Well, that is required, but just as we said earlier, their coach Terry Padmanabhan probably has, well, something in mind. But currently, Home United in the lead. It's not 2, but it's 3 goals. This will also do a good amount of difference to their goals that they have.
Yeah.
that they have scored. Let's not forget, right now they've scored 40 goals in total and conceded just 15, which really puts their goal difference currently on a new high of 25. So massive. They've been the top scorers in this league, and one of the reasons they have that, we've spoken about him a couple of times, so let's not see it as repetition, but Frederic Mendy has scored 12 goals.
Yeah, talking about strikers and scorers, I mean, you can see that so many players in Home United can score goals. Chuli, Jai, Asraf, Firdaus. That's why the team has been scoring regularly. And, you know, you can see Chuli got 9 goals, I think.
And let's not forget the captain himself.
Yep.
Shijai too loves to get ahead and score. So there just might be a chance for him. So a lot of scorers, just as Fandi put it. But for Tanjong Pagar, of course, it has been Kavanabe to really hold fort as far as the scoring is concerned. Lionel Lewis there with some timely work. Well, if you were at the stadium today, you would have seen what an exciting first half we did have. And just as we come close to the finish, Home United Football Club, Tanjong Pagar United, this has been really an excellent match. The table's turning in favor of Home United in the second half. This is the man who did it. A bit of stress now on Borodin. Can Mendy beat him? And he hits the post wall. Talk about ill luck.
Oh, what a
He
miss.
feels the pain.
Do you
He
think this
feels
could be the miss of the season?
Well, that had to be a sitter, Fandi. That had to be
Yeah.
a sitter.
He badly wants another goal.
Here we go, Fandi. Your thoughts on this?
Oh, man, he got it right. He got it right. But maybe the angle was a bit smaller, and when he saw another defender was there, was
So
a
the
bit of
angle-
a was a bit of a rush because he wasn't in a good position. I mean,
The angle was tight.
Yep.
So that goes against them. 3 goals scored, and they've hit the woodwork thrice. That has to be, well, a balance of sorts.
a relief for Frederic.
Well, funny you said that right. Duric, of course, the one
Oh my
relieved.
God, he missed.
He must have, that could have been 13. So it certainly looks like Home United, well, did come out with a plan of their own, but I just think more importantly it was Mendy who really turned it around for them, and then Ashraf just putting the final nail into the coffin. And they've held on. They haven't really allowed the Jaguars to get ahead, and that's really been the last 15 minutes or so. They've held on to possession, been able to snatch the ball away.
I must say, I enjoy this game so much because it's so exciting, you know. And 3 minutes added.
So 3 minutes thrown in there for stoppages, and 2 goals in 3 minutes from Tanjong Pagar.
Possible, possible.
You did speak about the last 5 minutes, didn't you?
Yes.
You still got 3.
Yeah, the last 5 minutes we got 2 goals. No, 1 goal.
One goal.
Yep.
You put a spell on this place.
Because it happens every week. Last 5 minutes, or even last second, they score.
Well, it seems to be a bit of magic, and there we have a substitution. Going out, it will be Qaim.
This is Fariz Al-Basri.
Fariz Al-Basri comes in for Qaim.
Good game for Abdul Qayyam today. He rarely played. This is, I think, I'm not sure how many games he started the game, but today he did very well.
Well, it's been a full 90 minutes for him, and I think he's performed exceptionally well behind the 22-year-old. So Tanjong Pagar United really looking for maybe even 1 goal for salvation. And a bit of concern there on Terry Padmanathan's face. Let's not forget that he does deserve the credit for taking a team together that was brimming with youngsters and having to groom them. Well, throw in a lot of discipline. It's taken a lot of hard work, and for whatever he has done, it has been a commendable effort.
I agree with you, Glenn. I agree with you. You can see the spirit, and you know, these boys, they have so much confidence from the start of the season until now. They're improving so much.
But the joy, of course, tonight will lie in the lap of the man that we just saw, Lee Lim Sang. That is the Home United coach, the Korean who's represented his country on the international stage, and has given us, of course, such a fantastic performance by his team. He's probably the reason why Home United have had a very, very different strategy every time they've got onto the field.
Yeah, he's a good coach, a very tough one too.
Cracks the whip.
Yeah, no nonsense. It happens at some games. I think 2 weeks ago I saw he took out Asli just after half an hour.
So that certainly shows why Home United have been, well, on such a roll today. Well, it's a kick now for Tanjong Pagar United. There just could be, well, something left in there for the Jaguars in the last few seconds of the game. Well, just to remind you once again, you are with us at the Jalan Besar Stadium. This is the Great Eastern Years S-League 2011 encounter. Home United Football Club playing against Tanjong Pagar United Football Club. Currently the score stands at Home United 3, Tanjong Pagar United 1. And there we go. That is the full-time whistle.
What a game, Glenn, what a game.
It has been a game of sorts. Well, Frederic Mendy with the double, and then of course a goal from Asraf that really gave Home United 3 goals. And well, I can't really call it the consolation, but it was the opener coming from Tanjong Pagar United, and Jong-oh with it. But that's Asraf who put in the 3rd goal. And Fundy, on the whole, I'd say very exciting first half, a bit of a shocker, and we were looking at an upset. But Home United, I think in the end, just proving why they might be one of the teams to beat this season.
I'm sure it'll get more exciting later part of the season, because now the lead keep changing almost now. I think because maybe we'll see next week when Tampines play Tanjong Pagar. So
it's going to be a very tough match for them, and can they bounce back? That is the big question. Can Tanjong Pagar bounce back?
I'm sure they'll pick up from this game, because they did very, very well. Even though they lost, they keep fighting, you know. And I hope they will just improve further.
And there is, of course, the final score. Home United Football Club. Home United Football Club 3, Tanjong Pagar United 1.